still be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm having a little bit of a sort of a reset day. Well, I'm having a reset weekend because it did actually start yesterday. I'd intended to do a bit more yesterday, but the new mics I got, absolute idiot. I didn't read it properly. I didn't read the advert properly on Amazon, and I bought the wrong ones. So I bought the ones that connect to Android phones, and I needed the ones that got the wee lightning connection to plug into the iPhone. So I have ordered some new ones and they will be arriving today, but not in time for making this week's video. So we are going without mics today. Bit of a reset, as I said. It's going to all happen in my little sort of feed area. That's the bit I'm wanting to sort of reorganise and get sorted. I'm going to have a general little tidy up as well, but nothing major, nothing, more than putting a few bits away and sweeping a little bit. But yeah, so my feed area in here is going to get sorted. I've already done my hay area. I did film doing the hay, so I will pop that bit in now. station is done, sorted and organised. I've put my supplements into these tubs. I had this one already. This did have treats in it, but I've swapped them out into a smaller one, and my mum kindly gave me these two. So yeah, we've got our supplements in here, treats, camera bites up here, and this is all cleaning stuff. I'm really chuffed with it. I'll show you inside the feed bin as well in a minute, because it's looking much better too. So that is his feed bin all tidied. I've swept it all out, you'll have seen, and just kind of rearranged it, organised it a bit better. That's got the remains of a bag of chaff in it, because I need to get some more and some treats down the bottom and things. But yeah, his feed bin is all nice and tidy. And so that leads me on to talking about what I feed him, because it's changed up a little bit over the past couple of months. So just before I start chatting about what Pedro eats, I thought I'd do a quick little recap of who he is and what his needs are and things, because I'm aware not everyone's going to know. So Pedro is 20 now this year. Unbelievably, he's 20. He is a 14-hand pony of indiscriminate breeding. Don't know what breed he is really. And he has various health needs. I've always treated him as if he is a laminitic or has the chance to be laminitic. We think he's had it maybe once in the time that I've owned him. I've had him since he was 7, and possibly once during that time he had a very, very minor bout. But I've always fed him and treated him as if he is. When I got him, I had another pony at the time, and he was a laminitic. He had Cushing's, and so I just always treated Pedro the same regarding what feeds he could get. As well as this, Pedro also has a dust allergy, potentially equine asthma. He is intolerant to certain feeds, like he can't have alfalfa. Certain supplements make him itchy. Pedro also has a dental disease, and I have to take this into account when I'm feeding him as well. But I think I have nailed it now as to the feed and the routine that seems to work the best for him and all his little foibles. He is on a fibre-based diet, so predominantly hay, which he gets year-round, not as much in summer because he's got the grass in the summer, but in winter he gets about 8 kg in his stable and about 2 out in the fields. I was struggling with him eating what he needed to eat in the field because he grazes with sheep, but I think I've nailed that now, and I've set up like a sort of it's an old feeds bucket that I cleaned out and disinfected, and I've set that up to put his hay into in the field, and the sheep seem to be just leaving him to it now, which is amazing. So I know he's getting most of that hay that he's eating in the field now. So on to his feeding. So Pedro's feed has changed over the past couple of months. After he had his last tooth removed back in, I think it was October time, he had to have his feed soaked for a little while, just while that was all healing, so nothing was getting stuck in it. And he actually really enjoyed having his feed soaked, so I've kept that up since then. He gets a soaked feed now, which he really enjoys. He can still eat it unsoaked. Sometimes he has it unsoaked if I run out of time. But yeah, so what he gets now, because it's all changed a little bit, is I've moved him onto, I'll show you in this bag, I've moved him onto Top Spec Senior Lights. He was on the light balancer before, but after kind of doing a little bit of research on older horses and what their needs are when it comes to nutrition, I decided to swap him onto a senior feed. So the signs I noticed that Pedro might potentially be needing a little bit more nutritionally really has been his health. He's needed a few more vet visits over the past year and a half or so than he normally has needed over his lifetime with me. And I just thought, oh, nice, just saw a little mouse or something. And I just thought that now is probably the time to give him something a bit more, a little bit extra help. The stuff that I watched was really good. I'll see, it was like a series on YouTube. I'll see if I can find a link to it, and then I can I'll put it in the description box. I'll put a link to it because it was really good, really interesting. And it just talks about the different vitamins and minerals and things that they need a bit more of than they would have needed when they were younger. So the things that are like, what's it called? Helps with the free radicals in your body. What are they called? Antioxidants, is it? I think it's like vitamin E, vitamin C, I think. But anyway, various different vitamins. I'm no expert, but I watched these programs and it was really useful, and it kind of helped me make a decision that he would benefit from a senior food. So he gets a scoop of the balancer up to this black line, which is just over 400 grams. Or not four, sorry, which is just over 200 grams. So he gets that twice a day. Then I add in his supplements. Now I do sort of pre-make these into little tubs just because it makes it a bit easier. That is his supplements for his evening feed. Then I'll add a little bit of water to that and soak it. That'll be all ready by the time I come up later on tonight. I then add a small handful of the Top Chop Zero that he's on, which is just chopped straw with a little bit of mint. He's not mad keen on it, like he wouldn't eat it by itself. He loves the balancer, he wolfs the balancer down, but I just add that because otherwise I find he bolts his feed and he like will choke. So he gets the chaff in there just to add a bit of bulk to it and a little bit more fibre really. So just to go over the supplements that he gets the Camera Pro and the Gastro Step 2 from Equine Exceed. He gets 1 scoop a day of each, so it's half a scoop in his breakfast, half a scoop in his dinner. And then I'm trying him on this respiratory supplement from Omega Equine. I had somebody say that it was quite a good one. He was on a NAF one before, but I found that really makes him itchy. There's obviously something in the NAF stuff that doesn't agree with him, so I took him off that. He was on an Equine Exceed one for a while, but it's really quite expensive, and I'm just trying to cut down costs a little bit where I can. The senior feed balancer that he gets is considerably more than just the light balancer, so I'm trying to minimize where I'm spending my money elsewhere, because otherwise it just all adds up and it just gets a bit astronomical, the cost of it all. So yeah, so this one is actually really reasonably priced. I think it's going to last us a while. It's the same, he gets a scoop a day, so half a scoop in his morning feed, half a scoop in his evening feed. And that is the 3 supplements that he is on. I have honed it right down. He was on a joint supplement before as well. I've been able to take that out because the balancer actually has a joint supplement in it. So that's been amazing that I've been able to stop feeding him that, and he's doing great with it. Yeah, so we are down to the 3. If I had to cut it down further, I think the thing I would do is I'd take the Camera Pro out, and just see how he was just with the gastro, because that is all connected, that gut-brain connection thing. This one is amazing though. Like, I think if you've got a horse you think maybe has digestive issues, their gastro products are really top-notch. He started off on step 1, and then after a couple of months, he went down to step 2. I did try him on the 3rd step one, but found it wasn't working quite as well. So yeah, he is on step 2 now, which again, it's expensive, but I do find it really, really is of benefit to him. And I don't mind spending money if there is a benefit that I can see. And that is us done. That is the feed area sorted. I've gone through what I feed Pedro and why I feed him, those different things. I hope it's been interesting. Maybe useful if you're looking at changing your horse's feed, if you've got an older horse and you're wondering, is it necessary to feed senior balancers, I think, or senior feeds. I think we all know when our horses start to get a bit older. I don't think Pedro's looking older. I think it's just, like I said, the little things here and there, little signs here and there that I probably can't even really put my finger on, but just differences that I kind of notice about him that have made me think senior feed is the way to go with him now that he is 20, unbelievably. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.